Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri. This video is a very special video. No matter how many videos I will be making in future, but this video is going to have its own place because this is kind of a transformation video, you can say. I have transformed a lot. I have transformed myself a lot. 3 years ago, I was a complete different person and now I am a complete different person. In this video, I am going to share 7 changes that I have made in my life which made me a better person. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So in the past 3 years, I have changed a lot as a person. There were few changes which I have made consciously in my life which helped me a lot to make myself better in every aspect of life. And talking about change number 1, which is enjoying little things. I have mentioned this in my previous videos that you have to enjoy all the little things. And we all want to achieve a lot of things in our life. We all dream big and we want to be there wherever we want to be. But I believe in the process of dreaming big or in the process of achieving whatever we want to, we stop recognizing the value of what we already have. And that is something that I have made a conscious decision that I need to be grateful for every small thing that I have in my life. Be it the food I eat, be it the clothes I wear, be it any small thing in my life, I should be really thankful to everything. And that made me a lot better person. That made me understand the value of every single thing that I have in my life. And when you are grateful, when you are thankful to everything that you have in your life, you are going to become a better person. You are going to become a lot positive in your life. And this is a basic change and a very important change and has been very helpful to me to change into a better version of myself. Change number 2 is dressing well. 3 years ago or back then, I used to never put effort to dress well. All of you must be thinking that it's such a small thing. Do we actually need to work on it? I believe yes, we need to work on it. And a major chunk of importance in this particular topic goes to my mom. My mom motivates me a lot to dress well. Siri, in this situation, you need to be like this, dress like this, pair these earrings with this dress, and this is how you need to be. And my mother always used to teach me that the way you dress is actually going to give you a confidence, because you should gain confidence looking at yourself. So that's what my mom always used to tell me. But back then I used to always ignore it. But after a point, I have realized that yes, whatever my mom was telling is actually making sense and I need to follow it. And that's when I have started to put some effort into dressing myself in a nice manner. And I can't tell you that it actually makes difference, guys. When you dress in a proper manner, when you dress the way you like, when you dress the way you wanted to look at yourself, you are going to be filled with confidence, because confidence is a thing that is attached to a lot of things. Confidence comes only when you take care of yourself, when you dress well, when you speak well, when you are sure about yourself. That is when you are going to be confident, right? And dressing well is one of those things which will make you feel confident. It's a very minute change that you can bring into your life, but is going to make a big difference in your life. That I can definitely tell you. So dressing well, presenting yourself in a nice manner is a very small change that we all can give. And the major reason why many people ignore this is because of their laziness. If you are ignoring to present yourself in a nice manner just because you're lazy, you have to overcome laziness. You should not ignore the thought to present yourself well. You should ignore laziness and you have to overcome it. Only then you will be able to feel confident in yourself. Change number 3 is journaling. I know I have mentioned in this my previous video, I have made a detailed video on journaling recently, but I just want to tell you that journaling has changed me a lot as a person. When I write down, when I write my thoughts down, I can't tell you the clarity I have in my mind. It's a very small habit, but we all ignore it. We feel lazy to pick up a book, to pick up a pen and write down, sit, think about it. We feel very lazy. But once you overcome that laziness and see the beauty of journaling, a lot of things are going to change in your life. 2 years ago, I have started my journey of journaling, and I'm extremely happy with that decision because that kept making me a better person every single day. Without journaling, my day would not end. And journaling is that one habit which, of course, contributed something towards making me a better version of myself. If you haven't started journaling, I'm telling you, what are you even literally waiting for? Again, I'm telling you, if you are ignoring to journal just because you're lazy, you have to ignore laziness, not journaling. You have to overcome laziness, guys, not journaling. So please do remember this. And for me, journaling made me a lot better person, and I give a huge chunk of appreciation to that. So I would recommend the same thing to all of you as well. Change number 4 is investing in self-care and skincare. We are barely investing in self-care or skincare. When I say skincare, self-care, we all assume that who will take care of ourselves? Like, we have to now invest in self-care, we have to put some effort in order to take care of ourselves, we have to do that. Who is going to do all that? This is what you must be thinking. Now let me just ask you a question, that what is self-love according to you? We all hear this term a lot, that self-love. What is self-love according to you? In your opinion, you could be thinking that self-love is having love on ourselves, and we have to accept the way we are, and we have to tell our mind that you have to love yourself. That's what you must be thinking. Let me just tell you what self-love is in my opinion. I believe self-love is making yourself fall in love with yourself. And I agree that you have to accept the way you are. But there is nothing wrong if you make yourself fall in love with yourself, with whom you want to be. There is a certain image that we imagine for ourselves. There is a certain image that we aim for. There is a certain place that we want to look at ourselves, right? So when you take care of yourself, when you make yourself that person with whom you want to fall in love, that is what is self-love in my opinion. And what is the problem if you invest in self-care on skincare? What is the issue? I'm telling you, I feel much confident when I take care of myself, when I take care of what I eat, when I take care of my skincare, when I take care of my own self. I feel much confident and much happy, because again, I'm telling you, you are responsible for your life. Nobody is going to be responsible, and nobody is going to tell you that you do that, you do this, you do this. You're not a kid anymore. You are grown up, and you have to take care of yourself. Don't give lame excuses that I'm lazy to do that. See, everybody is lazy, but the ones who overcome laziness, the ones who overcome and put that effort, are the ones who are going to become the better version of themselves. So that's why I'm telling you, investing in self-care and skincare has been a very good change in my life. 3 years ago, I would not take care of myself at all. I would eat all the junk. I would not take care of my skin at all. I would not drink enough amount of water in a day. So once I have started invest into self-care and skincare, I believe I feel much happy about myself. I feel really confident in my own self, and I love myself. So that is self-love in my opinion. And if you are going through any of these phases, I believe it's the time that you start investing in self-care and skincare. Change number 5 is spending time with yourself. How many of you spend time with yourself? We are not spending time with ourselves. We are barely spending time with ourselves. Of course, we give a lot of importance to spending time with our family, spending time with our friends. But why we are not giving importance to spending time with ourselves? It's important to have conversations with yourself. Because if you do not analyze your own thoughts, because if you do not analyze your own improvement, who else is going to do that for you? It's our duty that we spend time with ourselves. And I used to barely spend time with myself. I used to keep consuming content on social media so much that I would not even have time to spend time with myself, which is the worst case, I would say. And I have made this change in my life that spending time with myself should be my priority. I have to prioritize myself, and it's my life. I have to prioritize it, and I have to prioritize myself. I have to prioritize spending time with myself. Today, I make sure that every single day I am giving myself some time to think, sit, analyze, and improve. This is a very beautiful change that we all can bring into all our lives. A very small change is going to add up a lot to our life, I'm telling you. If you are busy consuming a lot of content every single day and not spending any of your time for yourself, you're missing out on a lot. You have to spend time with yourself. You have to get to know yourself in a better manner. Only then, I believe, you will become a better version of yourself. And I give a lot of importance to this particular change as well. Change number 6 is positive thinking. Back then, if negativity or if insecurities or underconfidence was ever a competition, I would have won the prize, I'm telling you, because I was so insecure about myself. I was so negative about my own self. I was so underconfident, and I would always consume negativity around me. Be it somebody coming up to me and telling me something, I would consider that in a negative manner. Anything, the situations that were going on with my life, any difficult phase that I would be going through, all those were the ones that I have considered negatively. And I have read that the way you think is going to affect you a lot. I always used to consume negativity, and I used to think in a negative manner. I would degrade myself all the time, and that would lead to the worst feeling in my life. And I have decided that if I be like this, I will ruin my life. And I don't want to do that. I have to make a conscious effort in order to think in a positive manner. And positive thinking is not something that will happen in a span of 1 week or 2 weeks. It will take time, and you have to work upon it. Now, whatever the situation is, I try to look at the brighter side of the situation. It's not that I don't go through difficult phases of life. Everybody goes through them. But whenever those situations happen, we have to try and look at the brighter side of the situation so that we can find a way to overcome that situation and deal with it. And that is what positive thinking is going to do to you, and that is what has changed me a lot as a person. And it's a very small change that you can bring into your life, and see how much of difference it is going to make to you in your life. And just try it out for yourself and see. Change number 7, the last one and a very important one in my life, is identifying insecurities and working on them. As humans, we all have a lot of insecurities. Back then, you name it, I have insecurity about it. And because of those insecurities, I would never take part in any kind of events. I would never take part in anything in my life. I would always degrade myself, make myself feel the worst in my life. That is what I always used to do. You will get certain realizations in your life where you'll realize that I'm actually not being the way I want to be in my life. And I have realized that about myself. If I deal with insecurities, if I keep dealing with insecurities all throughout my life, when am I going to have strengths in my life, right? Back then, I used to feel a lot insecure about the way I would speak. And I identified my insecurity, and I have worked upon it. The only thing I can tell you to overcome insecurities is to identify your insecurities first and then work upon them. That is the only thing that can help you, and that is what helped me a lot. Now, if I have any insecurity, I am going to accept that I have that insecurity. I will identify that I am insecure about this, and what do I need to do in order to make myself stronger in that particular field. That is the only way to overcome insecurities. And this is a change that I have made in my life, which made me a lot stronger mentally, which made me to not to degrade myself at any given point of time in life. And the same thing I would like to suggest to you guys as well. If you have any kind of insecurities in your life, you have to identify them, you have to work upon them. Please do remember this. Let me just tell you one important point. On human level, everybody's life is same. Everybody's life is same, I believe. But at certain points of time in our life, we realize a lot of things. For example, if you're eating a lot of junk, you will realize that, oh god, my health is going to get spoiled, I will be overweight. That is the realization that you get. Okay, if you work upon that realization, you are going to become a better version of yourself. If you do not work upon that realization, you would not be the person that you want to be in your life. So realizations happen to everybody, but you can make that realization a change when you work upon it. If you want to change things in your life, if you want to transform yourself in your life, you have to work upon your realizations, because on basic level, realizations happens to every single person out there. If you are going through a wrong phase of your life, I believe the universe is going to remind you, or the universe is going to make you realize that this is not the way you have to go about it. You have to transform yourself like this. When you work upon it, you're going to transform yourself. And the realizations I had in my life, I have made sure to work upon them and made them changes in my life, which would eventually transform myself into a better version of myself. And one more important point is that I told you all the 7 changes that I have made in my life. All of them are not the ones I have made to prove it to somebody. I have done them to make myself happy. For myself, I have done that for myself. And the same thing I'm telling you. If you have to invest in self-care, if you have to spend time with yourself, enjoying little things, be it anything in your life, you have to do that for yourself first, and then only to anyone that you want to. But yourself is first. Everything that I have changed in my life is for my own self, because of course I have to seek for the betterment in my life. I cannot expect anyone to come and seek betterment in my life, right? I am completely responsible for this. All the changes that I have mentioned in this video are very small changes, guys, but they make a lot of difference in your life, that you would be surprised to look at yourself as a better person. Just 3 years ago, I don't even know how I was like that, but as soon as I have realized, I kept working upon them and made them a change in my life and made myself a better version of myself. And I'm sure after few years, I'm going to become a better version of this. There are going to be a lot of changes that I would bring in my life then as well. It's a journey of improving yourself every day. It's a journey of working on yourself every single day, no matter what, without giving up. And that's the only thing I'm telling you. Again, I'm telling you, you can change your life only when you work on realizations, because realizations happen to every single person out there. So please do remember this. And that's the only thing I had to tell you. Give it a like if you liked it, share this with all your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And do not forget to let me know in the comment section, how did you like the video? I would be more than happy to know your comments about this particular video. And that's it for the video, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Till then, you take care. I will see you soon. Bye.